Good morning, everybody. Johnny B. Good here, located just north of Kansas City, Missouri. Today is Tuesday, July 7th, 2015. Local time here is 10:56. Temperature is at 68 degrees. First of all, I'd like to apologize that I didn't put any video yesterday. I don't know, kind of running into a dry spell. It's hard to put a video out there, you know, the same route and the same scene every time. Many of you have seen it. I also been preoccupied about something else. Florelli. Not much else going on. I'm on my way to California and delivering to Minuteman Transport. Delivery date is Thursday at 2 p.m. We also have a pre-plan picking up in Winsoon, Southgate, California on Friday, and same route going back to Monroe, Wisconsin. Hey, how many of you out there are familiar with Jed Helm 15? Now, I know a lot of us believe it's a psyop, but a lot of us believe the conspiracy of possibly the martial law, but what I'd like to know is, for those of you who do not believe in martial laws or psyop, or for those of you who believe positively about Jed Helm, I'd like to take your view on that. I mean, you guys don't need to contribute to the conspiracy theories. I've heard it all. But I'd like to ask, what possible purposes could it be in a positive note? You know what I mean? We live in interesting times, people. You know, it's always been, it's not a matter of if it happens. It's just a matter of when it happens. People from back home in the Philippines are in uproar because of the Spratly Islands. If you guys don't know what the Spratly Islands are, it's just a coral reef that is in the middle of nowhere in the South China Sea, and also in the Philippines. And in fact, a lot of people claim those islands, a lot of countries, primarily the Philippines. And for those of you who don't know, the Chinese have actually built a man-made island. It's going to be a military installation large enough to land military aircraft. And that's where all the tension between the US and China it's amazing that the Chinese were able to build islands in the middle of nowhere and just as deep as 300 feet. I mean, man, that's a lot of manpower, a lot of energy. Yeah, and get this. Here's the kicker. The Spratly Islands are hundreds and hundreds of miles from China. But it's the closest island, the closest country and island is in the Philippines. So do you guess where the Chinese are getting the rocks and soil from? Yeah, you guessed that right. They shipped it right out of the Philippines. And from what I understand, the local politicians or somebody made some millions of dollars selling dirt to the Chinese. People, the length that people will do to make money. What profits a man to gain the whole world but loses his own soul? Or how much would a man sell his soul for? Wars and rumors of wars. It's been around for thousands of years. That is why it's so important to know the truth. I have no doubt in my mind that we're all in some way, in some degree, being lied to and being manipulated by the forces of this world. Is it entirely possible that once in a great while the whole economy of the world goes in the brinks of, implosion? So the leaders of the world will gather together and say, we need to create a world war to rebump the whole world economy. Kind of like start over again. As I said, man, I don't know. Many of you out there know I'm not a smart person at all, but it just, the thing about people that are not smart, I know I'm not smart, but it doesn't limit my imagination. I guess imagination doesn't require a good amount of intelligence, I guess. So my point is, what if all these world leaders are secretly gathering together and say, we need to create a war, whatever, winner takes all, and that's why we see all these countries like China, Russia, and Iran, they're all aligned together. The US is putting all these military installations or military Jed Helm stuff around the corner because they know what's coming. I was watching this documentary about Cuba in the early 1980s. The country was totally shut down because shortage of oil, embargoes, and all that sanction stuff. And so Cuba had to resort to back to basic stuff. They started growing their own food locally. And now, from what I understand, Cuba is self-sufficient. And I'm thinking, Cuba has been in a rough situation for a very, very long time. But if ever the World War III starts again, or the collapse of economy, countries like Cuba is going to be so much better off. They're not so dependent on the outside. Welcome to Kansas, everybody. Oh, look at that gold wing right there. else is going on there? Mission. By the way, my first mission for today is to get fuel at the Travel Centers of America in Lebow, Kansas.
I wonder if we're gonna get DOT'd again over here at this scale. That'll be the third time, right? Catch you guys later. I'll turn the camera on if we get pulled in at this scale. Johnny be good here. Have a good and godly day, everyone. A reminder, today is the day that the Lord has provided. Day of salvation. Oh, please. Ask Him to forgive you. He is willing, able, and eager. Start living today. Start be in this world, but not of this world.